Welcome to Inspiring China, a channel that brings you insights of technology, business, and lifestyle. Don't forget to click the subscribe and notification button. Share if you like it. Your support is my motivation. Talents are probably one of the most critical ingredients to succeed in any enterprises and nations. From blue-collar workers to top scientists, they share the commonality that there are certain knowledge, skills, and experience that differentiate from others. Foreign companies understood that a long time ago when modern Chinese architect 𝗘𝗣20 took power in the late 1970s and started the country's impressive economic reform and adopted an open-door policy which welcomed foreign investment. Nortel Networks Corporation and Beijing University of Post and Telecommunication jointly set up an R&D center in 1994, which inaugurated the foreign company's technology race in China. The rest is history. In 1999, there were no more than 30 research and development centers in China. By 2017, the number has risen to 1,600, which employ more than 40,000 local staff. Microsoft entered the Chinese market in 1992 with their founder, Bill Gates, who foresaw the country's transition and potential in years to come. Today, Microsoft China houses the largest and most comprehensive R&D base across 4 Chinese cities outside the US, which provides fundamental research, technology incubation, product development, and strategic partnerships for Asia and the world. In the financial industry, Capital One is the first foreign financial corporation that outsourced software development to China in late 2001. Shortly afterwards, State Street Bank, the leading global custodian bank, signed an MOU with Zhejiang University for software outsourcing. In 2002, Citigroup set up its Software Technology Center in Shanghai. A few years later, other global names followed suit and established the technology footprint in China. They are HSBC, Morgan Stanley, Nomura, Bank of Montreal, ANC, Standard Chartered, and others. The banking offshore development centers have gradually set foot in China and attracted freshmen and tech professionals who wanted to enter the financial industry. The purpose of the setup is simple. China offers a massive talent pool, only matched by India at the time. Cost is relatively cheap, and the local engineers are hungry to learn from these top-notch foreign banks. It was a win-win scenario. Fast forward to present day, foreign financial institutions are losing its past glory, which are no longer the top choices for graduates and engineers. China is emerging from made in China to created, designed, and innovated by China. Local fintech is the new black. Baidu, Alibaba, Tencent, and JD offer dream jobs for those who want to enter the most competitive companies in the market. Then there are startups that offer attractive compensation and bleeding-edge technology for employees to work with. Even local banks are now entering the fintech race or intensively collaborating with local software companies. All these companies have something in common. They service the local financial market, which is one of the most competitive, advanced, and highest growth markets in the world. Adding to China's leading fintech development today, it has naturally become the place for graduates, software engineers, and professionals. China has gone through a transformation for the past few decades that is unprecedented in the world, from economy, infrastructure, education, legal, public security, commerce, and living standard. In the local financial industry, banking, insurance, securities, and asset management sector have all grown to become one of the major driving forces for the economic growth in China. 2 decades ago, it was extremely challenging to find financial or technology resources, let alone financial technology talents. For enterprises, the birth of R&D centers and university collaboration has filled such shortfall. Most R&D centers hire university graduates and undergo intensive training that create a production line of talents that conform with corporate culture and standards, which has benefited the overall industry today. All this results with the rapid growth of financial technology talents that specialize in capital market, retail banking, insurance segment, and payment space. Along with the technology transformation that revolutionized retail industry through social media, online shopping, food delivery, and taxi hailing, it opens a new chapter for China's new economy, driven by technology. Today, there are far more experienced resources from the local financial industry, more bilingual staff available, increasing foreign-trained and foreign-educated Chinese professionals returning home to find work, overseas Chinese and foreigners want to work in China, these factors contribute to a labor market with far more diverse skill sets than before. But cost has risen considerably too. China no longer offers low-cost alternative in the high-tech sector. In Asia alone, there are many alternatives like India, Vietnam, and Philippines. ByteDance offers the highest compensation for grads at $55,400 per year. CITIC, the top securities firms in China, offers annual basic salary of $23,000 plus discretionary bonus of up to 24 months for a freshman. What China offers today are cross-discipline subject matter experts in the financial sector, with a year-on-year increase of Chinese returnees from overseas, when 800,000 returned to China for work in 2020 alone. Fintech also attracts top talents from local market and to some extent abroad. The graduate pipeline has hit an all-time high of 9 million in 2020, which accounts for 29% of world's total. With all these challenges, what are the suggestions? Think big in China. Big in vision, not necessarily scale alone. When cost saving is no longer a significant factor, innovation and marketplace should be the critical elements when establishing your presence in China. Leverage your local talents to the optimum, like Microsoft's investment in China's R&D is a successful example. MSR Asia, Microsoft's largest research institute outside the US, is headquartered in Beijing, has awarded 400 Microsoft fellowships, published over 5,000 papers for top international journals, and achieved many technological breakthroughs. HSBC Technology Facility in China hires 5,000 employees and already have planned to add another 1,000 staff. This does not include the staff force at the outsourcing partner. The Chinese Tech Center develops banking products for the entire bank, along with their Indian counterpart. Foreign banks should also embrace the opportunity in collaborating with local fintechs, which local banks have already stepped up their pace in the last 5 years, and these big elephants can dance. Collaboration with local fintechs helps global banks understanding the Chinese fintech ecosystem and current or emerging trends. For example, financial inclusion provided by a Chinese fintech, microfinance, or P2P could bring insights of local market practice. Embedded finance within the local ecosystem, which is exemplified by banks, payment operators, and social media. These are the operating scenarios that foreign banks can leverage, especially if you intend to break into the local market. Many foreign banks do not integrate with the local fintech ecosystem, as they mostly partner with global tech firms under the direction of the bank's headquarters. With China's fintech leapfrogging others, it is time to think differently. It is a universal challenge for incumbent banks in recruiting and retaining tech talents, as banks are considered low-tech, boring, slow, and unfashionable. But we have already witnessed traditional banks like DBS, BBVA, ANZ have gone through a massive transformation in culture, operation, and technology that is changing the image of a brick-and-mortar bank. New type of digital banks like WeBank has gained much publicity and become employer of choice in China. Similarly, banking technology centers are built on foundation of creativity and innovation, should somehow run like a tech firm. Specific missions can be given to these centers to try new approach, test new technology, and run in a sandbox environment that shield from live systems. Risk-taking should be encouraged in such places where disruptive ideas can be tried out. Finally, banks should switch gear and focus on the leading-edge technology development to optimize their return, instead of through staff augmentation or partial ownership, where local teams are given piecemeal work. I think China has already gone past that stage. In November 2020, Shanghai's municipal government released its new policy to attract foreign investors, including those from Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan, to set up R&D centers in Shanghai. The incentives include cross-border and financial services, tax cuts, funding support, subsidies, talent acquisition, and many more. It is to step up the effort in setting Shanghai as an R&D hub. Greater Bay Area down south is a region that government plan to transform into a global innovation and technology hub. Foreign firms should rethink their China strategy. The China market today provides an enormous retail market, investment opportunities, an army of talents, innovation capabilities, and with relentless government support, and such market is second to none. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more interesting topics and don't forget to leave your comments. See you in the next episode.